Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? This is SCL0320 representing JVS. I am a precision driver. Nah, just joking, you guys. I just got out of an advanced screening for Edgar Wright's new movie, Baby Driver. A lot of critics have actually been praising the film. A lot of people said it's really great, really awesome. And I gotta say, it did not disappoint. But I'm gonna let you guys know that this is gonna be a little interesting and fun to actually review when I get home tonight. But I just want to kind of give you guys my impressions, just kind of coming out of the film. One of the things that I found was interesting is that this is very much so Edgar Wright's film. Like, he wrote it, he designed it. From what I heard, that it took him 10 years. A lot of the sequences he had already had in concept in his mind for a long time. He had been wanting to make this for a while. The way that they was able to actually capture a lot of the driving sequences, to be quite honest, if I compared it to Ryan Gosling's Drive in terms of like precision driving, even like the Jason Bourne series, this driving might be some of the best that I've actually seen cinematically, first offhand. The thing that I thought was going to be very lackluster is the main character who plays the role of Baby. He actually does a great job. He's a very intriguing character. Not that kind of dark kind of character like Ryan Gosling's character from Drive, but more so he's intriguing because he also has like an issue with his hearing, but yet he's very sharp, he's very fast with the car, and at the same exact time, his method to what he does, because of the music that he listens to, it allows him to be able to focus. One of the biggest things about this film that I could say they do better than some of the films that I've seen lately, short of the first Guardians, is the music. The music, it surrounds this film. It's a caricature in and of itself. So most of the entire film, the character Baby, he has his earbuds in and he's listening to his iPod and he's listening to music. And these aren't just like some dried out songs. These songs are actually some legit good songs. And not only does he, drive to them, like he moves to them, like he dances to them, like even different characters, when certain things pop off, like when there was a gunfire battle at some point with Mark Hamill, Jamie Foxx, and a couple others, like you literally hear the song and every bullet is a centerpiece of the song that's playing. I had never seen anything like that. Personally. I actually personally would have loved if Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 would have had the way that music is handled in this one put into Volume 2. Because that was one thing I felt like was one of the issues I had with Volume 2 versus Volume 1 was the music. Like, I didn't like the music selections, and at the same time, it just didn't flow as naturally and aesthetically as the first one did. So the music was dope, the actual cinematography was dope, and at the same time, the main character, the main actor that was in the Divergent series and Fault of Our man, I forgot the name of the movie. Anyway, he was the last movie I saw him in was the Divergent series. He does a really good job. But one of the things that I thought was really interesting is I was rooting for different actors at different moments. Like Kevin Spacey, there are moments that he steals the show in a lot of different ways, from comedic timing to just it's kind of like, man, I want to hate this dude, but he's kind of cool. And all the different other actors are the same exact way. Like in the beginning, like I really liked John Hamm's character. Then I was like, yo, this man is on a different level. And same thing goes for Jamie Foxx. Like, well, Jamie Foxx's character was just crazy. Like his character is very method crazy, but yet he's very sharp and funny. I will say that some jokes don't land all the time. I think that there are gonna be some moments where people are like, man, this is a slow moment, this is a slow burn, like what are they doing? They're paying attention to this. With the character Baby and the other female protagonist, Deborah, they actually have some really good, natural chemistry. But it's not gonna be that kind of romance like Steve Trevor and, Diana Prince and Wonder Woman. It's a slow burn. Like, they do move fast, but the dynamics and the dimensions of their characters is more so conducive of one of those old school, kind of love, this is a bandit kind of situation, and you're falling in love with the bandit, kind of like The Town in a lot of different ways, but not that serious. I think that they did a really good job with their chemistry, and they did a good job picking her. I didn't even realize this is the same chick from Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, and Cinderella. She's actually really legit a comedian, a chameleon. I'll also tell you guys that Edgar Wright actually did show up at the screening in Washington, D.C. that I was actually at, and he answered a whole bunch of different questions. Some of them I'm going to have to edit and tailor, but I recorded the audio bites for the entire thing, and I was able to get some video of some of it. And what I'll do for you guys tonight, I'll try to piece that together so you guys can be able to listen to it, because he's also going to be here in D.C. because of AwesomeCon. AwesomeCon is basically Washington, D.C.'s version of Comic-Con. We got pressed to go to it, and he's actually on Saturday going to be doing another Q&A, which I'm going to ask him some specific questions, because looking at how he handled Deborah and how he handled Baby and their chemistry, I was instantly Iris West, Barry Allen? No? Edgar, would you like to direct The Flash? Because I think he can do it. But anyway, that's enough of me kind of going in and gushing about the film. I'm going to kind of dissect it a little bit more adamantly on my review. But I got to say, Baby Driver was a good time. I actually really enjoyed it. I loved the subtle moments. Towards the end, the third act, when it started getting really serious, I was okay, there you go. There you go. Is this my favorite Edgar Wright film? I don't know. I can't say that yet. The thing about this film, there's so much attention to detail with not just the music, but the scenery and the scope and the cinematography, that this movie merits a rewatch. There are going to be things you're going to sit there and watch, and second time watch, you did not notice it. So, to Edgar's credit, I can tell he spent a lot of time developing this, and I'm very proud to say that this is actually a really dope movie. And I actually, before, I only watched maybe one trailer for this movie, and I wasn't really pressed and interested, other than just Edgar Wright being attached to it, because the trailers didn't really push it for me. But I would say go into this movie with an open mind, because if you go in thinking, this is going to be the greatest movie ever, at the same time, you might disappoint yourself because it might be less than what your expectations are. I would say just go into this movie, know it's an Edgar Wright film, know that he definitely will take this as a serious tone, but at the same time, have fun and flair like he always does with all his films. And you might actually come out of it really enjoying Baby Driver, as I did. Anyway, guys, I'm about to go and get home. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Baby Driver is definitely not gonna stop, because this is gonna be a smash hit come June 28th. Peace, guys.